loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to do Wayda braids quick and easy. The hair you see in this video is from All My Pretty Hair. It's their Wear Go 3-in-1 water wave flip over a half wig. It has 4 clips, 1 at the top, 2 at the sides and 1 below. This will help secure the weave on your head properly, and it also has a drawstring which helps adjust the wig to fit your head size properly. I'm going to start first by combing out her hair. As you can see in this video, I'm dealing with a proper fussy hair, and I'll be doing stitch braids on this hair for a cleaner and sleeker look. And for proper introduction, the person in this video is my twin sister and she is my muse today. The gel I'll be using is from Jayda. It's a strong holding gel, so I highly recommend. Let's get into the braids. So I already did the simple cornrows off cam. I'm only doing the stitch braids on about 1/3 of her head. I parted her hair from ear to ear, and that front section is the area I'll be stitch braiding. I actually forgot to show the back at the beginning of the video, but don't worry, you'll see exactly what I did back there in just a moment. Make sure you're working with freshly moisturized and detangled hair, because that makes a huge difference in how smooth the braids will come out. Now right here you see I'm using the tail of my rat tail comb to part as I go. This is what creates those signature stitch lines you see in stitch braids. Instead of doing all the parts ahead of time, I part each section while I'm braiding, which gives me super clean, defined stitches. Every time I open the braids, I use the tail of my comb to slice out that next line, and then I grab it and keep braiding. That is how you get that neat horizontal stitch effect. Since I'm not adding any braiding here and I'm just working with her natural volume, keeping everything smooth and flat so it's sleek and perfect. If you already know how to braid, this stitch method is really simple. It's all about how you use the tail of your comb. While you're braiding, you pause and use the tail to slice a clean horizontal line. That's what creates a stitch. Right after parting that line, you use the tail of the comb to gently push the rest of the hair back, so you're not accidentally picking up extra hair. Then you only grab that thin clean section you just parted and add it into your braids to continue. You just follow that exact motion over and over. Part a thin line, push the leftover hair back out of the way, pick up only the parts you've created and braid it in. Keeping this section thin and consistent is what makes those stitches show really clearly and gives that super neat professional finish. Before you even start stitch braids, your part needs to be extremely clean. Like, clean parts are everything for this style. Once your part is sharp, go in with braiding gel. This is super important. It helps you get that smooth defined part and makes that stitch line show up way more clearly, so don't skip the gel. As you're working, you want to continuously detangle and mold the hair. Detangle first, then smooth it down with gel. Detangle again if needed, then mold. It's literally detangle, mold, all the way through. That's how you keep everything neat and controlled while you stitch. Alright, so we're about to begin stitch braiding again, and this is all on our natural hair, no extensions added. Just like before, I'm starting with my rat tail comb and I'm going to part a clean horizontal line where I want my next stitch to sit. Right after making that part, I use the tail of the comb to gently push the rest of the hair back, so I only pick up the section I just parted. Once that section is isolated, I continue braiding using only her natural hair, keeping my hands steady and my tension nice and even. And that's really the rhythm. It's the same motion over and over again. Part with the comb tail, push the extra hair back, grab only that clean parted section and braid it in. You repeat that exact process stitch by stitch. Clean parts, push back, braid. Clean parts, push back, braid until you reach the end of the row. As you're watching me braid here, notice how controlled and gentle I am with my tension. Your braids should be neat and secure, but not tight. Emphasis on not tight, especially around the hairline. That's how you prevent traction alopecia or irritation, especially on natural hair. And remember, keep detangling and molding as you go. If you see any frizz or puffiness starting, pause, detangle that section, smooth it back down with gel, and then continue. That is what keeps the stitch pattern clean from start to finish. So for the rest of this section, I'm going to speed up the clips into fast mode, but keep this motion in mind. Part, push back, grab only the parted strip, braid, repeat. Once you get that rhythm, stitch braiding on natural hair becomes so much easier. I hope with my earlier explanation and what you're seeing now, you'll be able to follow along and pull this off on your own. Take your time, control parts, keep tension safe, and let rhythm guide you. Okay, I'm switching to fast mode now. Okay, so we made it to the last braid, and I'm just doing the exact same thing as before. Part with comb tail, push the extra hair back, and braid only that clean sections each time. You guys already know the reading by now, so I'm just going to speed this part up while I finish it off. This is the back of her hair that I mentioned earlier. I just did a less tension weave at the back. I'm not joining or sewing the braids together since I'll be using a half wig. Now I'm taking the ends of the stitch braids from the top and tucking them into the back braids using a crochet pin. This keeps everything flat, secure, and gives a cleaner finish. Now that all the braids are tucked away neatly, I'm going to go ahead and place the half wig on. I start by positioning it at the back first, right where the stitch braids end, and then I attach the clips at the top, the sides, and the bottom to our natural hair. This keeps the wig secure. I also tighten the drawstring at the bottom so it fits our head size perfectly. Because the braids are already flat and separated, the wig grips really well and there's no bulk underneath. Everything lays super natural, super flat. Once it feels secure, I gently adjust it until it blends seamlessly with the stitch braids in the front. To finish this off, I apply the hair mousse over the stitch braids. This helps set the style, keeps everything sleek, and add long lasting shine. Then I simply pull a little hair from the wig, bring it right underneath the ends of the stitch braids, and that gives a perfectly blended seamless finish between the braids and the weave. This method is really quick, really neat, and way less stressful than sewing anything down, especially if you like to switch your styles often. You should try using a half wig. So loves, I am done, and this is the final look. Everything just came together so seamlessly. The stitch braids melt perfectly into the curls, super flat, super natural. It's giving effortless beauty with zero stress. Literally the perfect combo if you love protective styles that still look soft and glam. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share with someone who will love the style, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next one. Bye loves.